what was it that really inspired you to leverage the wealth block technology for Revere?
It's sort of a multi-pronged answer. Funny enough, I had connected with Trillium separately almost last year when things were just getting started, and I didn't appreciate the solution because Revere was sort of a different form when we started out. Right, we were doing more hand-to-hand combat and advisory, just sort of getting around to the products that we build internally. Funny enough, my co-founder Eric stumbled upon it separately while looking for sort of data room solutions. All the incumbents are there, Intralinks, DocSend, et cetera. We know them very well, right? Everyone uses them. But we thought that, WealthBlock did a very interesting and very neat, unique job of, we see it from discovery where, you find an idea, it could be blockchain, it could be a consumer fund, it could be a European credit fund, the diligence, which, full on documentation, talking to people, doing, manager checks, et cetera, to the deal, right? The deal is basically KYC accreditation, sort of getting an SPV in place, the structure in place, e-signing subscription documents, LPAs, and moving on to asset management. There is no solution out there that is basically encompassing these 3Ds, so to speak, and sort of going from discovery to completion. There is none, right? The other players in different, and we looked at all of them, right? There are a lot of interesting people that do internal deal management for venture capital, for private equity, for different asset classes. There are sort of the obvious data rooms, et cetera, and whatever Google's doing today, awesome. But if you think about the elegant solution of again, your point about keeping the resources in a day, being more efficient, and a manager that may not have the time or the team to manage 50 investors, you have to herd these cats, so to speak, into one sort of area and get the deal done. I think WealthBlock is that solution, and that's how we're going, with you guys, and how we're going to stick with you guys.
Awesome, I love it.